that was just the first 8 minutes. So I know there are some folks out there who haven't been to a big show before, and you might not know what to expect. So I'm going to make a few promises, so you kind of get an idea of how this is going to go. My first promise is, I promise that if I see any exploding fist bumps out there tonight, we're going to shut this thing down so fast you're going to think it's already Sunday. My second promise is, I will judge you if you drive away really fast after failing to parallel park. And third, I promise that when someone says to you, "Wow, I'm so happy for you," they're not. And fourth, I promise that if you can get all the way through Total Eclipse of the Heart without throwing out at least one jazz hand, this thing between you and me is not going to work out. Turn around, bright eyes. See what I'm saying? All right, our next act is Schniewind in the one-man show, The Schniewind Show, a one-man journey in life with parents.
Hi, I'm Schniewind, as you just heard, and of course I'm going to be doing an excerpt of my one-man show, Schniewind's one-man journey in life with parents. You see, because, well, growing up I had parents, and I have problems now, so I just put the two together. I got a one-man show. Now, you might be wondering or noticing that I'm holding some papers here that might look like a script, and you might be thinking, wow, that guy really doesn't have a good memory or very high self-esteem, and you'd be correct. The thing is that, well, I just found out about this show. Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe it doesn't seem so, but last August, and I've been really busy, and, you know, I just, like, with school, lots of classes, taking lots of, well, I'm not taking any classes, but I think about it a lot. And, you know, the other things like, you know, taxes, the holidays, and, you know, there was that voting thing that we had, like 23 candidates for mayor. There's a lot to get through before not turning in the ballot. And then also, you know, the European debt crisis has been really distracting. And my work, my part-time barista work, well, part-time, it's really, I mean, I'm more an assistant barista. I mean, well, it's more of an apprenticeship. I mean, well, okay, so I'm just observing right now. I just want to be able to hone in on some skills before I actually apply, which is actually really hard because it's hard to see what they're doing behind the big machine. So don't underestimate. So it's been really hard to find the time for creative projects. So but I did. You know, my neighbor has been a real big help. And when I was crying in her hallway, I mean, trying to get a second opinion, and, you know, because she said, "How did you get in my apartment?" I said, "Look, it wasn't easy. I had to work it. I had to really jimmy that lock." And, you know, I thought that might soften her up before giving a critique of my work. And she said no and some other things, but my sister's cousin was really helpful, because she said, that I'd be second of like 20, and I'd be totally forgotten about by the 5th or 6th act. So that was reassuring. Well, now, so this is a one-man show, which would be done like in a theater, and I thought maybe it'd be nice to have a whole set, like they had tables and chairs which are gone, and I would have liked to have brought in furniture and stuff. So, but I did, I got a picture. I think Jack, can you? So this is something like what you would see in if I was doing the show for, although so it'd be like a theater stage, and I didn't really have time to put furniture in it. But it kind of, it gives you the, set the stage, sort of, kind of thing. So, I'll get started. Okay, and another thing is, I wasn't sure how it was going to work as far as like a program or anything, whether we'd each have our own program and or there'd be, but then I thought that'd be 20 programs. So also I didn't want to waste all my time passing out programs, and then I thought, well, I just get my neighbor to help, but I think that goes against the restraining order, whatever that is. I didn't really read it. But so I'll just tell you. I think I can just tell you because there's 4 characters, and I'll be playing all of them. So yeah, 4. So I think now you see a little why I need to hold the script. All right, well, so I better get. So here we go. This is Schniewind's one-man journey in life with parents. Neil! Where the heck is Neil? It's breakfast time. I mean, is it so much to ask to be the last family in Ohio to eat breakfast together? Don't fuss. Why do you have to fuss? It just raises the anxiety energy of the whole house. Dad, is it true that it's just going to get hotter and hotter every year? How many times have I told him that eggs have a low heat retention time, and we're sitting here watching them get colder and colder by the second? Gene, really, I don't like the fussing. Dad, is it gonna get hotter and hotter? Not enough to keep these eggs warm, Neil! Gene! Dad? What? Duh. Neil! They just ran through the tape. That's it. I'm done. Oh, and then there'd be like stairs in the back where I changed the names. So really not Neil, but I would have been in the program. This is Neil coming in downstairs. What's all the yelling about? What else? It's about breakfast. You know how your father is about breakfast. No. I'm done. If we don't have breakfast together, then you're no longer my son. Gene. Dad. Gene, Neil. I knew he was adopted. Oh yeah? Well, you know what, Gene? Someday, you'll be sorry, someday I'll write a one-man show, and I'll do an excerpt of it in a theater, a real theater, and it'll be a big show, and then you'll be sorry. It'll be the worst 8 minutes of your life. Thank you very much.